Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. So I want to thank everyone again for your support and all of the shout outs, the supports and all of that from last video. And like I said, if you haven't watched the Selena series, well, I haven't said it, but I'm saying it now. If you haven't watched the Selena series, watch it. I encourage you to watch it. It's not bad, like it's okay. It's not awesome, but it's okay. I would just say, just see for yourself. Don't base it on everyone else's opinion and say you're not going to watch it because a majority of the people said they didn't like it. See it for yourself and you give your own opinion, views on it. And let me know what you think about it when you watch it. So I know that I said that the part 2 should be coming out in February 2021, and that was because I've read that in an article somewhere, but I don't know. But now they're saying that, because I just recently watched a YouTube video that was talking about part 2, and the person that uploaded the video was saying that it has not been released yet. The date hasn't been released yet. So I guess the article that I read, I guess there was false information. I don't know, but I'm not gonna say, technically I'm not gonna say it's false information, because it could come out around that time, February, between the months of February, March, or April, because those are like the three big months, Selena months, because February is like was the month of her last biggest concert. It wasn't her last concert, it was her last biggest concert. March was, unfortunately, her untimely death. And then April was, that's her birthday month, her wedding anniversary month, so it might come out when I'm not saying it will. I'm not in charge of production, but I wouldn't be surprised if it come out in one of those months. But who knows? I mean, because I said that for part 1, I said it might come out in, around one of those months, because I thought it would make sense to do that, but they end up coming out in December. But I think it was due to COVID, and that's why it was like they kept delaying the dates, pushing it back. But this video is going to be just short and sweet because it's not really much to talk about, but I will address some things. I'm going to address, one thing I'm going to address is that a lot of people have been commenting on the Suzette issue, where I did a video about the relationship between Selena and Suzette. Check out that video if you have not. And I basically talked about the dynamic between the two, and a lot of people supported that video, and then there was a lot of people that, misinterpreted what I said, or they just base it on the title and the picture and not just actually watching the video. So they making it seem like I'm saying that Selena and Suzette hated each other. Well, not hate each other, that Suzette hated Selena, or that Suzette didn't love her sister. I never said she didn't love her. I think she does love her, and I explained that in I think the last video I made, that she loves her. I just think deep down, she may have had like a little jealousy with her, because, she had to prove herself. Not saying Selena didn't, but it's like, if she may have felt like she was put on the back burner, whereas though Selena was the front man, not only in her career, but maybe family wise. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm just, I'm just saying, because if she wasn't jealous or insecure in any type of way, why would she get mad when she saw Chris and Selena together on the bus by themselves? Why did she storm off the bus? Why did she get mad? Why did she tell her father? That doesn't make sense. If she did that not out of jealousy, not out of insecurity, then that means that she was plain old evil, or that means that she was plain old evil, because, or something was mentally wrong with her. Because if those two weren't the reasons, why would you just, rage off the bus like that and tell on them like they're 2 years old. They're grown adults. They can do what they want. So that's what I'm looking as she was jealous or insecure. Well, insecurity and jealousy come hand in hand to me, to be honest, because in order for you to be jealous of something, you have to have some sense of insecurity. So that's why I said she was a little bit of both, because there's no reason why you would just get that upset to see if you're seeing someone in love with someone else and you tell on them. Unless you're that evil and that mean, that spirited, that you would just tell on them because you want them to get in trouble when they shouldn't be getting in trouble because they're not children. But I'm going to stop with that situation because it's done and over with. Like, it was in the past. It is what it is. Chris doesn't even to this day say in his book that he don't even know why she told. And I don't think he ever even addressed it to her, since, ever. So who knows why? I'm just giving my opinion on why, but who knows? But I'm going to briefly talk about my opinion about Chris seeing the series. I think, and I said this before, based on that post that he made when the series was coming out, and he gave a positive light on it. He was talking about how, great Suzette as a drummer was, how the different band members were awesome at what they did. He gave his kudos to Abraham, all of that. And he, encouraged people to see the series. And I was just like, he needs to, after watching the series, I felt like, and I said it before, that he should see the series because he needs to see how they portrayed him. I'm not saying he should see it to start some trouble or anything. I'm just saying if you know that you're being portrayed in something, you should want to see it for yourself and see how they portray you. So I'm hoping that he has a lot of fans. So I'm hoping you guys, reach out to him blast his Facebook, blast his Instagram up and tell him, please, please, please watch the series. Give your commentary on the series like he gave his commentary on the Selena movie. He should give his commentary on the Selena series because I believe that it will be hilarious because the things that were said in the series and portrayed in the series was between him and Selena was not mentioned in the book. It was like totally two different scenarios. So he definitely needs to see it. And I saw that people were saying that he should definitely come out with his series now. I did say before that now that he has found out, and everyone else in the world found out, that Abraham will be allegedly sued by one of the producers from the Selena movie, who gave allegedly Abraham the idea to do a Selena series. That now Abraham is being sued because he never reached out to the guy. So I said that now that the tables have turned, I believe that Chris should just go ahead and do the series because allegedly Abraham violated the same thing that he claims Chris violated. But I think now that the series came out and now that the way that Chris was portrayed in the series, which I feel like he was wrongly portrayed in a way, that he should set the record straight. That the series that he was supposed to come out with, that that backed down because of Abraham, I think he should bring it out regardless, and make the book come to life, and to basically let the world know that I am not a bad person. I am not the person that they kind of portrayed me in the series, because the guy that they portrayed in the series was a guy that looked kind of jealous, that looked kind of pushy, that act jealous. and impatient. That's what I got from the portrayal for Chris in that series. So he needs to set the record straight and bring out a series to set his record straight on his behalf and the behalf of his and Selena's relationship, because I believe some of my supporters were correct that I think Suzette did this on purpose, allegedly, in my opinion, to make herself look good, because it did come off for part one. I did see a lot of Suzette was very boisterous in this series, like it was about her more than it was about Selena, and making her look good versus it being about Selena. Because a lot of people pointed out about Bill being so polite and calling Abraham to ask if he can take Suzette out on a date, making him look so good and making him look so perfect, and in return it makes Chris look like he was the bad guy because he did not ask Abraham to if he could go out with Selena, knowing the circumstances that I guess Abraham did not want, members of the band seeing each other in romantically or something like that. But in no way is Chris like that. Chris was very nice, and like someone else said in the comment section, he's a genuinely nice person. And even though in history, when Abraham did this man wrong, Chris always was showing his ultimate respect for this man, always said nothing but nice things about him and Suzette, and they constantly give him the finger, basically, not literally but actions. So it's like that, it just seems like, and then it does make sense because Suzette is the one that produced this series mainly. She mainly had most of the input in this project versus Abraham. So I could see a lot of Suzette fingerprints all over it, because she's in a lot of scenes, she's saying a lot of things, and in my opinion, she's making Chris look bad in this series so far. I can't say for the entire series because I need to look at part two. But part one, she made Chris, allegedly, in my opinion, she made Chris look bad and made her husband look good and made herself look like, oh, I'm the protective sister. I'm trying to protect her away from Chris, like he's a parasite or something. It was not good. That part was not good to watch. I'm not saying it wasn't good, like it was horrible acting or anything, but it was just like messed up how she did him like that. When Chris allegedly, Chris said in his book that they were really close friends, that they were like brothers and sister type friends. For her to do him like this, like what? But hey, so y'all need to y'all need to like blow up his Instagram, his Facebook, and say, hey Chris, you need to watch this series and give your commentary on it. You need to see how you're portrayed in this series. I understand, you may not want to have some emotions that may trigger something, but you really need to see this series because you need to see firsthand on how they portrayed you, because they did not portray him really good, because they basically portrayed him the opposite of what he said he's about. But hey, yeah. Also, I saw a clip of who's playing Yolanda, and I'm not going to get into this because I want to wait until the part 2 comes out. But the person that's playing Yolanda looks like the prodigy lady that played Yolanda in the little Prodigy video that I reacted to a few months back. I'm like, where did he find in these people? Like, there is a girl that looks like, I'm not gonna say reminds, but looks like Yolanda. But I want to put her picture so bad, but I don't have her permission, and I don't want to ask because I feel like she might say no. But I'm not saying she's ugly. No, she's not. She just reminds me of Yolanda back then, with the curly hair and the thin eyebrows. And I'm like, she could have played the Yolanda in this series. I couldn't say the movie because I don't think she's old enough to have played her back then. But she could have played Yolanda. I may post up a picture, but just like cover her eyes, but just see the rest of her face. I'm gonna see what I can do, because she does. So, but I'm not going to talk I'm not going to talk about that, because I'm not going to go into deep with that, because I want to wait till the second part comes out. Then I would say, yeah, give my commentary on Yolanda, because I do have another video that I want to talk about in terms of Yolanda scenario, but I'm gonna wait maybe next Friday. I'll wait, because I still had some things I wanted to talk about, which is now about the series. But like I said, if you have not seen it, go watch it. Give your own opinion about it and comment below what you think about it if you haven't seen it yet. Because don't depend on what everybody else says, because what matters is what you think about it. So I'm encouraging everyone to watch the series. Yes, it's putting more money in the Quintanilla's pocket. Yes, but they're gonna make money with whatever they do. They'll probably make a Selena vacuum cleaner or a Selena handkerchief. They're gonna come out with some gimmick and slap Selena's name on it or picture on it, and then make millions of it. So it don't matter if you watch this or not. One way or another, they're gonna make millions on something. So I'm just saying, don't just base it on what everybody else says. Watch it for yourself, and then see for yourself if you like it or not. Because there are a lot of people that say they like it, and there are a lot of people that say they're in between, like myself. And then there are a lot of people that say they hate it. So just see for yourself before judging it. All right, so I will be back with another video. This video was not really all that entertaining, but that's because it's not really much to really talk about. But I can't wait to see part 2, because I'm curious to know how they are going to go further into the relationship between Chris and Selena in this series. But so far, I didn't like how they portrayed him. And like I said, go tell him to watch this series. Tell him to watch the Selena series and give his commentary like on Facebook or on Instagram like he did for the Selena movie. Yes, because he needs to see it. And he needs to come out with the series. Yes, he does. Oh, and I forgot. And I was thinking about, if he were to make a series, who would play him? And I was thinking, because I was watching this movie called, what is it called? Quarantine. I didn't know it was that old. I didn't know, well, I ain't gonna say old, but it came out in 2008. I didn't know it came out I thought it was like a little recent. But I was like, the guy that played one of the firefighters, I was like, he could have played Chris in the Selena series. His name is Jay Hernandez. A lot of people may know him. He was the love interest in the movie with Kirsten Dunst. I don't know the name of it, but I'll have a picture of the movie. I don't know what else he played in, but he's cute. But yeah, but then I was like, dang, he's older now. Because that movie came out in 2008, so he was probably like 30 something when it came out, and he looked really young. but now he's like 40 something. So he's too old to be playing Chris. But he could have played him if he was a little younger. And they should have just got like somebody not famous to play Selena in the series. Not somebody famous, because there's not many famous people that look like Selena, other than J-Lo with makeup, if they put the right makeup on her like they did in the movie. But she's kind of older. She's too old to play Selena, even though she can still probably do it. But you can tell she's aged. Even though she looks good for her age, she still has aged. So it would not look right for her to play Selena as she did when she was in her 20s. So that's why she probably, it wouldn't fit right. But yeah, like I said, they should have just got people that, for certain characters, they should have just got people that aren't celebrities. And like for the parents, or I'm sure there are plenty of Hispanic parents, Hispanic, just in general, that may resemble Marcella or what is his name? Abraham, like that guy. It was the performance. If you go back to the performance that she did, they just recently released it like a few weeks ago. It wasn't in Texas. I will have a clip. I'll have like a small clip. And she was wearing like the pink bra, and I had posted in my story on Instagram where she did quesadillas, and she was trying to grab his tie, and she didn't realize that his tie was a clip on, and it clipped off, and the band members were laughing at it. That man looked just like Abraham, even though that was in '94. By now he's probably old now, real old now, but he looked like Abraham to a T. If he didn't age that bad, the guy, he could have played Abraham. But I'm sure he's probably Abraham's age now. So, because they look like they were the same age back then. But that was like his twin. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can find that clip, and I'm going to put it in this video somewhere so I can, But yeah, I'm sure there was plenty of people that resemble the original of Quintanillas, but it seemed like all this time spent on this series, they could have had better people to play them. But I still can't wait for part 2 to come out so I can see how they're gonna drag Chris in this second part, because they did not do him justice. But yeah, don't forget to let Chris know, watch the series. All right, I will see you guys next time. Peace.